Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm recording Cambridge O Level 5070 Chemistry paper 2 Theory. This is October-November 2020. I am going to record the last part today. In case you haven't checked out my previous parts and you want some help from the questions I've previously solved, make sure to check the playlist that I have dropped the link in the description down below. I've also solved 2018, 2017, 16 and 2019. So you can check them out as well in the link in the description below. So moving on to the last question of this paper. Okay, so it's question number 9. Question number 9 says, lead is a metal of group 4 of the periodic table, and iron of lead has the symbol of this. This is the symbol, has the symbol. So this is the symbol of lead. Deduce the number of electrons and neutrons in this ion. Number of electrons are going to be, since we have 82 as its number of proton and 2 plus is a charge, so that means 82 minus 2 will be 80. Its answer is 80. The number of electrons are 80. And the number of neutrons is 207 minus 82, which is going to be, if we calculate, so it's going to be 125. Alright, moving on to part B. Lead 4 oxide PbO2 is an oxidizing agent. Basically, this is lead oxide and it is an oxidizing agent. This is what the question says. Describe a test for oxidizing agent. For oxidizing agent, we can add potassium iodide and we will see a color change, and the color change is going to be colorless to brown. So for test, you can write that add aqueous potassium iodide, and then for observation you can write that you will notice a color change, that is from colorless to brown. You can also write colorless to brown only, it's going to be alright. Moving on to part 2. Lead oxide reacts with concentrated hydrochloric acid to form lead chloride, PbCl4 and water. Construct the equation for this reaction. So the equation for this reaction will be, alright, so let's highlight. We have lead oxide in the reactant part and hydrochloric acid, and then the product is lead chloride, that is PbCl4 and water. Alright, now let's construct the equation. So this is the equation that we have formed over here. Now we are supposed to balance it since it's unbalanced. So here we are going to have PbCl4, so 4HCl, 4HCl, that means 2H2O. And I hope it is balanced. Let me take a look. Yeah, so it's balanced. Moving on to part C. When lead 4 chloride is warmed in a closed container, an equilibrium mixture is formed. The forward reaction is exothermic. Describe and explain the effect, if any, on the position of equilibrium when the concentration of chlorine is increased. When the concentration of chlorine is increased, the reaction moves towards the left. That means towards the reactant side. And that is what you're going to write over here. Or you can also mention, since it is about 2 marks, so you can also say that lead chloride combined with chlorine and it reduces the concentration of chlorine over here, because more reactant will be formed, so of course product concentration will decrease. Moving on to part 2. Describe and explain the effect, if any, on the position of equilibrium when temperature is increased. When temperature is increased, again it goes towards left. Alright, and why? Because it is an exothermic reaction, that is why. Like if we increase the temperature, so it will move towards left. And why will it move towards left? Because it is of 2 marks. I just realized that we can also mention it will move towards the endothermic side more, since the temperature rise promotes the endothermic reaction more. And the question says it is exothermic forward reaction, so backward reaction is automatically endothermic. Moving on to part D, that is the last part. Name a lead salt which is soluble in water. There are so many lead salts that you can mention, but over here mainly we know all nitrates are soluble, so lead nitrate is the most convenient option to write, so lead nitrate. And I'm not sure if any other lead is actually soluble except lead nitrate. Probably the thing that I just said right now, that there are so many lead salts that are soluble, I don't think so. I think lead nitrate, because I just realized that all nitrates are soluble and lead is usually insoluble. So lead nitrate is going to be the best and safest option. You can check it out in your book, or you can ask with your teacher for like knowing it completely. But I think except lead nitrate, nothing else is soluble. But again, you should confirm it. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry for that. You'll do this and you'll easily get 10 marks. And I think, yeah, that's it for this paper, for this entire paper and this video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful. In case you have any other suggestion or any other paper you want me to solve, put the link in the description. Put the request in the comment box down below. Links are already provided in the description for the other videos and other years. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Best of luck for your exam.